Welcome. I'm Toribio Garza. I'm the district engineer for the FAR district. I want to welcome you all here. Talk about a very important project. This is a public meeting, so we want to make it informal and get your comments and get your input. We want to hear from you. Thank you for taking the time to participate and to come. Before you leave tonight, we'd appreciate you registering with the staff up front. If you haven't done so already, we really would like your comments and your input. We're here to hear from you, and so we're here to talk about the project and your concerns. At this time, I'd like to recognize local officials, elected officials, and I know Lulu is here representing Commissioner Palacio, so thank you for being here. And I know we have, I saw Commissioner Trey Pebley that's here. Where you at, Trey? Thank you for being here, sir. We have a lot of city officials and county officials, and so welcome, but I don't know, have I missed any elected officials? Thank you again. We also have TxDOT staff. You recognize them. They have the badges, the name tags on, so if you have questions about the project or need information, or you can, they're available, just follow the tag. As you came tonight, we gave you an agenda so that you can follow the discussion. In a few minutes, I'm going to turn it over to our project manager, Rudy Garza, who's going to give you an overall technical review of the project. After his presentation, I'll open it up and we'll hear your comments. Again, the purpose of tonight's meeting is to encourage your input. We want to hear from you. I know that you could be doing a lot of other things, but thank you again for being here. And we want you to encourage your neighbors that didn't make it, friends that live on this corridor that have an interest. We'd like for you to tell them to talk to us, to get a hold of us. Several ways to communicate with us. You could leave your comments in writing. You can, if you'd rather go back and send us an email, we'll give you that information, or if you want to fax us some information, all of those things are available. If you want to view all of these displays, they'll be available at our office. It's along the expressway where 281 hits, or let me say, where 281 hits the interstate, where I-69 hits Interstate 2. You can view all the displays there. Again, as you already know, this project is in the city of McAllen, and in Hidalgo County, and we're working cooperatively with the county and the city to help us develop this project. There's a general map that shows the limits, basically from mile 5 to mile 3, or Auburn Avenue to Buddy Owens. The total construction cost for this project is $9.7 million, with the city of McAllen helping us with the construction cost, and Hidalgo County assisting us with the environmental and the right-of-way acquisition. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Rudy. Again, he'll give you a technical overview of what we're proposing, and then I'll come back and open it up, and we'll hear from you.
Thank you, Toribio, and good evening, everyone. The first topic that I want to discuss tonight is the project's need and purpose. The need and purpose is why we're doing this project and what the project will accomplish. FM 2220, or Ware Road, as you may already know, is a roadway that has experienced a significant increase in traffic in the past several years. The increased traffic is in direct correlation to the significant increase in development in the area, both residential and commercial, making travel within the area more time-consuming, especially during the peak hour periods. Accordingly, the existing road does not meet the current traffic demand. The use of this road is only expected to increase because of the growing local community and anticipated commercial development. Safety is another major concern. Because of this congestion, there is a high number of accidents over the past few years, with the potential that the numbers may increase further unless something is done. Therefore, due to the need to improve congestion, mobility, and safety, the reconstruction of railroad is necessary. This project would continue the raised median mobility corridor already existing between US 83, or I-2, and Buddy Owens Boulevard. The proposed project would also address all the three concerns mentioned above. It would improve congestion, mobility, and safety by 1, increasing the number of traffic lanes from 2 to 6. 2, separating opposing traffic by introducing a raised median and reducing significantly the likelihood of head-on collisions. 3, creating specific driveways and entrances to the traffic lanes, which is safer and can reduce accidents at the intersections. And 4, providing better flow of traffic. As has been mentioned earlier, the proposed project begins at Auburn Avenue, or Mile 5, and runs south to Buddy Owens Boulevard, or Mile 3. The proposed project consists of constructing a 6-lane urban road with a raised median, shoulders, and curb and gutter. The road will be within a proposed 120-foot right-of-way. I want to take this opportunity to mention that any right-of-way acquisition will be done in accordance with the Title II and III of the Uniform Relocation Assistance and Real Property Acquisition Policies Act of 1970. Your information packet includes the provisions to this act. In addition, we have representatives from TxDOT's right-of-way division present tonight in case anyone has specific questions regarding the right-of-way acquisition and relocation assistance processes. We looked at numerous options for improving this road, and the alignment presented tonight represents the one with the least amount of impacts to residential and commercial properties. As mentioned before, increased safety would be one of the benefits of a road with a raised median. 38% of total crashes on Ware Road between 2008 and 2012 were comprised of crashes that are susceptible to correction by a raised median. A raised median increases safety because it limits left turn and through movements to and from cross streets and driveways. These left turn and through movements from cross streets and driveways are considered conflict points, or places where there's a potential for a crash because traffic comes across the path of other motorists at these points. As you can see from the screen, there are a high number of conflict points at your typical intersections and cross streets or driveways. Although the number of conflicts will stay the same at the signalized intersections, the introduction of a raised median mobility corridor will reduce the total number of conflict points at the cross streets and driveways that are on a railroad today. This slide shows what the proposed road would look like if you're looking at it through your front windshield. The project would have 6 11.5-foot travel lanes, a 14-foot raised median, 8-foot shoulders, and curb and gutter for drainage. Sidewalks would also be included on both sides of the roadway for the entire project limits. Curb inlets and an underground storm drain system would accommodate for drainage. In addition to the full median openings at all signalized intersections, there will be medians that are partially open just south of Auburn Avenue, at Xenops Avenue, Robin Avenue, Gull Avenue, Flamingo Avenue, and Xanthisma Avenue. An important and major part of the project is identifying and providing adequate drainage for the proposed improvements. For this part of the project, we have partnered with the City of McAllen and both Hidalgo County's Drainage Districts Number 1 and Irrigation District Number 1 to identify the necessary drainage outfalls. Curbs, inlets will be used on both sides of the road to facilitate the road draining into the underground storm drains, drainage ditches, and drainage outfalls. The proposed drainage outfall locations will be along Lark Avenue and at Goldcrest Avenue. And this concludes the technical portion of the presentation. I will now turn the presentation back to Toribio. Yes, thank you.
So the next steps in project development will be to get environmental clearance, and then we anticipate that happening in early 2014. After that, right-of-way staff would look to start acquiring necessary right-of-way. That targets about September of 2014. During that process, environmental and right-of-way, we'll look at final conceptual design and put together the final construction plans. The last step would be, of course, to build it. So anticipating all of these things happening, the target date would be January of 2016. So a couple years from now. Construction would take about 2 years to complete once it got started.